es cierto, no.
¿Por qué la para?
¿Qué le pasa? No hizo nada, ¿no?
Pero sí.
Nada.
Nada. No hubo golpe.
Hey yo, it's C King Fight News, and you know we're gonna bring it back, but you know what? This boxing game, so wasted, man. I feel like I need some keys to a spaceship. I feel like I'm a vampire dealing with a day shift, man. Well, y'all know what it is. E King Fight News, back in the building, and let's talk about it, man. These Hearns spreading lies every single month. So I gotta get them with that truth, man, every single month. So let's get into it, man. E King Fight News, we got more on this. Man, this whole Barry Hearn had to come out and say they don't want no smoke with AJ. They said, hey, just as I suspected, Wilder didn't want no smoke with Anthony Joshua. That's what he had to say. And I mean shit. Very opportunistic. Very opportunistic when AJ was on one side of the coin getting a $50 million offer and they were scrambling. All them protection crew was scrambling. Oh, the offer's not real. The offer's not real. Remember that shit? Oh, we need proof of funds. Oh, send a contract. It's not real. Yo, man. Come to find out, DAZN got some big ass bags. They ready to pull out, man. They got some big ass bags they ready to pull out. And you know what? I don't see what's so difficult about just offering Deontay Wilder, you know, a one-off. Why not just give him a one-off? Why not say, hey, Deontay, you know, just you know what, if you're really AJ and you really want to pull some strings, give Deontay Wilder a $50 million guarantee and a 50-50 split on the back end. The same thing they offered your bitch ass. Why not do that? And that was a one-fight deal. No strings attached. AJ didn't take that shit. Meanwhile, we're supposed to criticize Deontay Wilder for turning down, you know, 3 flat fees, basically. Basically 3 flat fees. And you know, I ain't no fucking, I ain't no Harvard school graduate, man. But I know for damn sure they were trying to hook Deontay Wilder in with that 20 mil for Brazil. They were trying to hook him in. They were trying to, you see, it's very easy, you know. It's like when a credit card get you for saying some shit like, oh, you know what, for the first year, ain't no fees. Y'all see that? They got these cashback cards. They're like, first year, ain't no fees. That second year, you gotta pay $200 a year, like some shit like that, yo. And they got them cards up here, and that's just what it is, you know. It's like Deontay Wilder, hey, 2019, we got you 20 mil. We got it. Take on Dominic Brazil. And hey, the next fight, we got you. AJ, got you 40 mil. And then, hey, you know, flat rate, right? Deontay Wilder wins. Oh, rematch, 40 mil. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So Deontay Wilder's gonna beat the shit out of Anthony Joshua, hypothetically. Let's say he wins. Hypothetically, if Anthony Joshua wins, right, that 40 mil is looking sweet. But if Anthony Joshua loses, you know, Wilder's stuck at a flat rate. And we understand DAZN is a subscription platform. We understand that. But you know, there's always a kicker when it comes to Eddie Hearn, because we know he does pay-per-view over in the UK, right? We know Eddie Hearn does pay-per-view in the UK, right? So AJ gets all that bread, doesn't he? Hey, I mean, shit. Eddie Hearn gets all that bread, right? Meanwhile, that would probably be the biggest revenue generator. The biggest pay-per-view ever in the UK would be AJ Wilder, right? And meanwhile, Wilder doesn't get a cent of that, doesn't get a red cent. I mean, you guys tell me what a good deal is or what isn't a good deal. I mean, Wilder got probably a very good offer, a very great offer. But sometimes, I would just say sometimes, when something's too good to be true, that could be exactly what it is. Too good to be true. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Hey, maybe it's well above Deontay Wilder's market value. Maybe it is. But we don't know Deontay Wilder's market value. We know he pulled in $350K against Tyson Fury. We know that for a fact. So that had greatly increased his market value. We're making sense here, right? Live chat. Let me know if we're making sense here. He pulled in $350K. That greatly increased his market value. If put against the right opposition, Wilder could do bigger numbers, no? You put him in there with the Tyson Fury rematch. He does bigger numbers on pay-per-view. Maybe he can make that 40 mil on his own. Maybe he can make that 40 mil on his own. It depends how big that Tyson Fury rematch gets, right? And who would be taking that money? Well, it would probably be a Showtime ESPN collabo, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. So there's that fight out there. ESPN knows it. That's why they were willing to drop 12.5, which was actually a more correct number in terms of what is realistic, right? Because that 20 mil for DAZN, I have to say that is an incredible amount of money to take care of a mid-level competitor. That's probably why there's so much criticism right now for Deontay Wilder. But remember, the deal was either 3 or 4 fights. I mean, we still don't know all the details. Boxing Scene said it was 4 fights, right? I got the article. And y'all know what it is. Eat King Fight News. Smash the like button right now. And subscribe to the channel. We got more on this. But y'all know what it is, man. Right now, Deontay Wilder is in a hot spot, man. Some people think he's in the top spot. Big numbers in that square. Hopscotch. Yo, man. Deontay Wilder, for real, is the most exciting heavyweight in the division, bar none. He's got the biggest punch in the sport of boxing, and he's gonna get a stupid bag when the time comes. No doubt about it. He's gonna get a stupid bag when the time comes. But let's see what Barry Hearn really had to say about this whole situation. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, so this is Barry Hearn saying Wilder and Fury don't want Joshua. Now fans know. And oddly enough, on the same day, both Barry and Eddie are on the same page. What a coincidence. So this is what they had to say. Wilder rejected a $100 million deal from streaming service DAZN and is now facing mandatory challenger Dominic Breazeale May 18 on Showtime. You know what's funny about this? You know what's real funny about this? Deontay Wilder literally came out and said, I'll fight AJ for a $15 million flat rate at the end of 2018. And I would definitely say the biggest mistake Eddie Hearn has made trying to come into the U.S. market is not making that fight in 2018. He could have done it. He could have done it on some easy work. But you know what? It's no secret that they felt AJ wasn't ready for that fight. In 2018, there was a great disrespect for Team Wilder during that time. And since that point onward, we all know what Deontay Wilder had to say about that situation. We all know what that's about. Hey, shout out to the live chat, man. What do y'all say? Y'all know what it was. It was 50-50 or it was no fight. And oddly enough, the UK fans forgot about all that shit. AJ Protection Crew coming out with their numbers. Forgot about that shit. 50-50 or no fight is what he had to say. Now, hey, those numbers are insane. 100 mil for 3 fights or 120 for 4? Whatever the case may be. Shelly Finkel isn't wrong when he says the offers are only going up for that fight. He's not wrong, right? Especially when you want to lock him into a 2-fight deal. But the funny part about all this is this. Wilder rejecting this deal from DAZN shows what he's thinking. Luckily, the boxing fans today are smart enough to see that he doesn't want to get in the ring with AJ. Nobody does. For real. He can say anything he wants, but it's obvious to everyone now that it's not coming from our side. Wilder has signed up with Showtime, and that makes this fight so much harder to make. Now, this is where the Hearns have contradicted themselves, because Eddie Hearn has said and has admitted that AJ isn't on some kind of a long-term deal with DAZN. He's not signed to DAZN. He's on a fight-to-fight basis with DAZN. Right? You can say they're aligned. You know, they have mutual interests. Like Matchroom's mutual interest is to be with DAZN compared to any other network. Right? If DAZN passes on a fight, then for sure Eddie Hearn's going to put any other of his Matchroom events on the market. Right? That's why Showtime ended up picking up Dillian White versus Derek Chisora. Right? That fight was on Showtime. Not on DAZN. So, what we have here in a situation where they want to lock down Wilder on DAZN, and AJ could be free to fight whoever need be. I mean, what was it written in the contract that AJ would be there for 2 fights? Hey, I believe it was. I believe it was only because that's what's being reported. This is what was being reported. We made this offer to try and make it easier, but there you go. It's a shame because Eddie has been pushing so hard to make Wilder Joshua, but it just isn't there. Wilder's been offered $100 million, but he thinks he can earn good money fighting lesser opponents and then build up the purse to fight Joshua later down the line. You know what's so hilarious is it was Barry Hearn's plan to extend the shelf life of this fight to build it up over a couple. This was his plan. They didn't want to fight in 2018. They wanted to build it up 2019, 2020. Let it marinate for 2 years. This is what he said, his own fucking words, man. Yet we got to hear him put that off on Deontay Wilder. It's funny how that works. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Y'all know what the business is, man. Y'all know these hoes really don't want no smoke. I don't always say they really don't want no smoke, because obviously AJ appears to want the fight. It appears that he wants to fight. But it seems like it is now Wilder's side that's maybe holding it up. I don't know. I mean, the funny part about it is when Wilder's given the opportunity, his team hasn't really signed off on it. And then if his team ain't signing off on it, you know, it then goes to Wilder and says, well, am I going against my team or am I going with my team? And we all know Showtime's giving him an extra large paycheck for the Dominic Breazeale fight. We all know this. But did it even match the $12.5 million from ESPN? This is what we don't know. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. AJ's fighting Big Baby Miller. It's not like fucking Deontay Wilder would be getting AJ fucking like next month. It would be a potential fight down the road. You know, ain't like the dates penciled in. AJ would potentially fight Big Baby Miller. Deontay Wilder is fighting Dominic Breazeale. It was ordered by the WBC, and those were the plans. I don't think the zone would go off those plans at all, right? Case in point, they offered Deontay Wilder $20 million to fight Dominic Breazeale, but to lock him in on the platform. So, I mean, shit, man. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Wilder's in a very valuable situation. If he can destroy and dispose of Dominic Breazeale, his value will go up once again. And maybe he'll even get a bigger bag for the AJ fight. Or maybe he can send an offer to AJ that he can't refuse. So we got to wait and see how it all plays out. Y'all know what it is. He King Fight News. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we're out. Peace.